What's going on, my peeps? What's going on, my peep show brothers? DJ at the disco again, back on the score sheet. We've been live a matter of seconds, and Daniel James has already slotted it into the back of the net. What a beautiful, beautiful finish. And Leeds United take the lead again. Leeds back on form, away from home this time, and back in the lead. I'm going to second. Why is this... Wow. I have my stream unlisted. Wow, I have my stream unlisted. I've been sat here with my stream unlisted. What an absolute fraud. What an absolute fraud, man. Frauding it up big time. As Melier barks some instructions to the crowd. Seizing everybody up. Getting them ready to rumble. Let me see, is the audio working? Is everything Gucci? Is everything Gucci? Is the question, mate. Everything seems copacetic to me right about now. Alright, everything good? Yeah, everything's good, man. Everything is cooking. As Leeds are cooking. DJ, I'd like another one, son. I'd like another one, please. I want 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 goals from you today, mate. I have to... We good? We cooking? My internet just completely cut out for no reason, man. But I think we're back. I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking. I cannot confirm. I cannot deny. But I presume we're cooking. All right, we're cooking, boys. We're cooking. Sorry about that. Everything just completely cut off. Everything's going crazy, man. What a crazy few minutes it's been. My internet's cutting off. Leeds are cutting them up in front of goal. Georgie Rutter with the assist once again. I believe that takes Leeds' front four to 48 goal contributions this season. That is a staggering number of goal contributions coming out of just 4 players. DJ, Perot, Sourceville and Rutter have been on absolute fire this year. And hopefully that's not the end of it today. I want us to really start to bolster up our goal difference today, start to get some confidence going, and win so dramatically that we start to really inject some fear into those top 2 teams. Because, listen, Leicester, they look like they are starting to get the luck back on their side. Scoring a 94th minute winner is just typical Leicester. It's got Leicester written all over it. They've had all the jam, all the luck this year. They have one game that goes against them in the 93rd minute, and then they go back the next week and absolutely tomp someone up in the 90th minute. So, listen, I have a feeling that they will start to pick up some results, which means we really have to capitalise on that extra spot, and that is Ipswich. Ipswich are the ones that we're probably most likely to put the pressure on. Hey, I would like it if both of them fell out, don't get me wrong, but if we have a chance of catching one, I presume it is them. Where you been, bro? Should be 2 up, mate. We should indeed, mate. We should indeed. Chris Thompson, sorry, mate. Had a lot of problems. We've had new internet in the house, so I've just been trying to sort the internet out. It keeps cutting in, cutting out. Hence why you saw the stream completely disconnect for a second there. We just got new internet sorted. So if I do have any difficulties over this day, tomorrow, you know, over this short period, please understand that the new internet is just settling in. You know, as it is with football boots, you've got to break in the new football boots. You've got to break in the new internet. And this is the perfect way to christen the new internet. It was with a live stream with the boys, mate. Watching Leeds slap a win. Get a few quid for that Barnet. Oh, mate. What do you mean for that Barnet? You don't like the trim, mate? You don't like the Gregory Peck? This trim is beautiful, alright? Oh, Joe Depp, thank you so much, man. Oh, my Lord.
Joe Depp super chatted $6.08. All the best, JT.
Oh, I love you, man. I love you. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that so much. W Joe in the chat. Oh, man, what an OG. An OG of the scene. I love that, man. I've been live for a matter of minutes, and you just hit me with the five bomb. Thank you so much, my bro. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, my guy. How are you? How is everything today, mate? How are you feeling? Hi, and JT, you're back, mate. You're back indeed, man. JT, if Leeds do not make it into the Premier League, you have to shave all your hair off. Are you crazy, mate? Are you yanking my Johnson? Do you know how long this has taken me to even get it to this point, let alone the point I want it? You know the pain I've had to go through to get the hair to look like this has been unfathomable. To shave it off. Oh, you must be having a laugh, mate. That's setting me back another 2.5 years worth of work. Oh, go on, Sauceville. No, not like that, my son. I have to say, I'm infatuated. Every time I see him play more and more, I become more infatuated with his playing style. It is delectable. Just the way he touches the ball down, the quick turn of pace, the drop of the shoulder. Somerville is absolutely unreal. Unreal, mate. The best in the business. Now get your hair out. At Goonerfest watching Palace Liverpool. What the hell? First of all, what the hell is Goonerfest? Second of all, why would you be watching Palace Liverpool when you could be watching Leeds Blackburn? That's my question to you, mate. I mean, what kind of schmuck will watch that dead match over this absolute masterclass, this absolute fuck class? There is another game going on right now as well. I will get the score for you on that one. Let me see if I can find it. It is 0-0. Sunderland's currently drawing to West Brom. Good for West Brom to potentially drop a couple more points. They were right up our crack like the sun don't shine a couple of weeks ago. But a couple of bad results for them, losing to Leicester the other day. They have dropped to 5 points behind us. But as things stand with them drawing, I believe they'll go 7 points behind us if things stay the way they are. So that's a good result for me. Sunderland, I'm not really too scared of. I thought they were going to be a dark horse this year, to be honest with you, the way they started the season. I forget, was it Southampton? They smashed about 5-0 second game in or something. But, yeah, they've kind of flattered to deceive. They've fallen off the horse a little bit, have Sunderland. But, listen, you know, all things looking good so far. Things are looking good. They could be looking better with a nice cross in here. Unfortunately, the ball didn't quite make it to Sauceville. Nice ball by DJ, though, mate. DJ is starting to really cook, man. Cal L, my brother. What's going on, my boy? Hit the whole goddamn like button. I love you, Cal, man. I love you. I like watching Leeds games, too. Palace game is important this match day. Yeah, I presume it will be. The Palace game is pretty important. Oh. Remove that there. Put that there. I'll put that there. Go on, Leeds. As they pan over to the touchline. Jeff Shreve's there. What a tough cookie. Arsenal Villa later today. Yeah, there's a lot of big games today, actually. A lot of big games. None bigger than this one right here, obviously. Leeds have taken their foot off the gas, I would say, a little bit since getting that goal. But we're still in control. Blackburn, again, not causing us any danger right now. I like this defensive shape we have. I like this defensive rigidity. Look at this. Dan James is shadowing, drops back to help. This is it. It's about the wingers dropping back to help. That's what's imperative in this system. And DJ has got the legs to go up and down all day long. Although, having said that, he stood like a fucking statue that's been frozen by Medusa right now. Go on, my son. Don't make me look like a fool here. Come on, bit of pressing, DJ. But I really like the way that we defend. Like, if I compare it to under Jesse Marsh even, it was very, very scattergun defensively. There wasn't a lot of communication back there, but when you look at these players here, it actually looks like the team are gelled. They know what they're doing, and I guess that comes with having a consistent back four that play with each other week in, week out, and not chopping and changing a centre half here or a full back there. But they actually look like they know where each other are. They know when to push, when to pull, when to zig, when to zag. And I actually like it, you know. It's the first time in a long time I've actually looked at Leeds and just felt confident that we're not going to concede. I know we always end up giving away a stupid goal. And we always end, we haven't been keeping that many clean sheets recently. But aside from the odd stupid mistake that we seem to make every single game, we actually defend very, very well. As Blackburn now have a throw-in. This guy think he is Rory Delap, mate. How do you think Melier is doing today? I think he's had a decent game. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to put on the postcard, should we say. But, so far he hasn't made any big mistakes. And that's all you can ask for him. And like I said, I've been relatively impressed with Melier this season. Last year, at the summertime, I would have potentially even said, you know what, get rid of him. Get rid of him. I don't really care if we lose him too much because his performances at the tail end of our Premier League tenure weren't the best. He was making mistake after mistake. He looked like his confidence had gone. He looked shell-shocked at times when you'd see him in goal. But since taking a drop down to the Championship, now maybe it's just giving him a chance to recalibrate himself, and he's actually looked a lot more confident. There you go. You see him there flying in to catch a ball. He's been absolutely clobbered in the face as we said it. But there he is. Look at that confidence to come out and win the ball. And that's what I do like about him. He's got a bit of balls to him. And if you compare him to a guy like Carl Darlow, fuck me. That is chalk and cheese. But yeah, I really think he's turned a new leaf. And I'm impressed with him, man. And I think definitely if you look at the position we're in, the league we're in, and the money we have, I don't think we can get any better from selling him. I don't think there's a better option we have. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. My man James the Waffler, mate, I have never waffled in my life, mate. I think you're spending too much time at IHOP, mate, if you're talking about waffles. Because over here, we talk facts. We talk facts on facts. They call me the Mr. Miyagi of Leeds United because it's facts on, facts off. All right? I do not have a clue what you're talking about there. But nice to see you. To see you nice. Anyway, Himanu Yadav. Why is Blackburn so empty? Because they got no fans, mate. It's Blackburn. What do you expect? What do you expect, mate? There's some Joe Schmo club. They're not the real deal. They're not the big boys. They're not the big bollocks of Leeds United. They're a small little ambling club that, unfortunately, somehow, sad to say, have won more Premier Leagues than Leeds United, which is, quite an alarming feat of itself. But, yeah, they're, they just aren't a huge club. They aren't a huge club. They're a little club near Atherton in Greater Manchester. I spent a lot of time there. I used to go to quite a few Atherton games, actually. Atherton Collieries. They're a non-league club. I think the club was actually founded by a Blackburn owner, or Blackburn fan, sorry. But most of the fans that were there were Blackburn fans. Nice guys, the ones I met. But definitely not enough to fit out a huge, not a huge, but a big stadium like this. Although I will say it is pretty embarrassing. They do have very, very many empty seats. I understand it's early on a Saturday, but, come on. This is the biggest team in the league are coming to play you at home. You should be packing it out more than that. Okay, sure. If you're playing a Rotherham or someone like that, fair enough. But you're playing the big boys. You're playing Leeds United. You don't want to embarrass yourself like this. Get some fans in there. Get some atmosphere going. It looks a bit poor. Yo, kiddo! Jack, my man. How are ya? How are ya, bro? Woo! What's going on, man? And who you calling kiddo? Kid? I ain't no kid. I'm a man. And Leeds are the real men in town here. Call us Men in Black because we're going to make you forget you even know how to defend. And we're going to humiliate you. Slap you up in front of your own fans. Hey, James. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. Prediction, brother. Mate, I think it goes without saying. Listen, Devin Haney for me, like I said, got to run it back with Lomachenko. I don't want to hear him running off with all these other fights. I don't want to hear it, but obviously he is going to be fighting Regis Prograis, and for me that is as one-sided as it sounds. Not a question for me of who's going to win that one. Not a question, mate. What about you? It is extremely one-sided, mate. Let me just check on the other scores of the doors right about now. Oof. Still 0-0 in the other game. But yeah, no, I think Devin Haney is going to conclusively wrap him up. I think he'll actually probably TKO him, to be honest with you. I think he will TKO him. But I think it's going to be a very, very, very comfortable night. Do you think Devin Haney's boring? I wouldn't say I think Devin Haney's boring. He's not as exciting as a Tank Davis. I'll put it that way. Or a Ryan Garcia. He is a bit more technical, a bit more methodical, but I wouldn't say he's boring. Like, when I watched that Lomachenko fight, I wouldn't say any part of me is bored. He's just not someone that really looks like they always go for the kill enough, but he's probably not, I wouldn't put him on a Shaq or Stevenson level of defensiveness. But I just think he needs to add a bit more killer instinct to his game, personally. Why is it banging on about a USB device? Oh, go on, Archie Gray. Speaking of killer instinct, Archie Gray has all the killer instinct under the sun. But I wouldn't say he's boring. What do you think, mate? Good, man. How are you? I'm great, mate. I'm great. Melier a diamond just needs polishing. Oh, mate. I like it. I like it. He needs sharpening, if you will. And you know what? The only way to sharpen another diamond, do you know what it is? Do you know how you do it? You know what you sharpen it with? You sharpen it with another diamond. So the question is, have we had the managers to get the best out of Illan Meslier? When Bielsa was in town, Meslier was firing on all cylinders. Coinky-dink or not, the diamonds seem to have, how should we say, smoothed out over the years of having quite a few different managers. Now, maybe that's a coincidence, maybe it's not. Maybe a lot of the things backstage start to upset Meslier, and maybe that's a reason why his performance has dropped, because let's be clear, he's a very young cat, For a player playing at the top flight like he was, especially in goal, which is one of the most pressurized positions on the pitch, a lot of the better goalkeepers are older because they have experience, they know what to do more. He was very young, so if things are going bad at the club, it's very likely to affect him. And Dan James, what a touch. Absolutely plucks the ball out of the air. Finds Joel Perreault. Slips inside. Cuts back. JP7. JP7 to JT7 over here. I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed with Joel Perreault today. And I've been impressed with Joel Perreault as the weeks are going on. Would I say he's a number 10? No. Does he fit that role perfectly? No. He's learning to play it a lot better. And he is clinical. So, I'm starting to like him more. He's starting to grow on me. And as long as Leeds carry on winning, I'm not going to have a problem with JP7. Absolutely not. I hope Meslier can take the step back up to the PL if we go. 100%, mate. 100%. 100%. I'll tell you, one of the advantages of being out of the Premier League is we don't have to put up with match of the day or any of those awful... Well... What are you talking about, Freddie Mac? It is half-time. Leeds have just gone into the half-time break. 1-0 up against Blackburn. I'm going to stop you right there, mate. I'm going to pause it there. What on earth are you talking about, mate? I think that's an instant red card for that take right there. Instant red card. You don't want to deal with match of the day. Are you seriously sat here telling me you would rather sit there on your Saturday evenings watching Channel 4 or EFL on Quest as opposed to 10 o'clock Monday, BBC One, match of the day? Bit of Gaz Lineker. There is no way, not a snowball's chance in hell, you're telling me you prefer EFL on Quest coverage. Alright, I'm not hearing it. Or Sky Sports Red Button, where sometimes you don't even get commentators. And you don't even get replays. Alright, listen. I don't mind a lot of the Premier League pundits or commentators, to be fair. I think the Championship one's much better. Not necessarily, I think they're all decent. Everyone has their own strengths and attributes, but no. I tell you one, for me, I miss Match of the Day. That's one of the biggest things I miss, actually, is Match of the Day. Blackburn was a decent club back in my day. MMA over boxing all day. Hey man, I got a lot of love for both. But yeah, they were all right. Like, they were never a huge club. They had that run in 1995. You know, when they had Shearer, Sheringham, flipping, what do you call him? Who's that guy? Sherwood. That's the one. Tim Sherwood. They had a few decent players back in the day, and they won the league. But aside from that one year where they actually had a lot of money to throw about and they won the league, you know, they were never historically a massive club. They just, you know, had a couple of years in the sunlight. All they do is of a Match of the Day is lather over the top 6. Yeah, so what we need to do, is get ourselves in the top 6 so they can lather over us. That's what we need to do. We need to not complain about them going crazy at the top 6. We need to get ourselves in the top 6. We need to become the top 6. You know, I really thought we would, and it's actually really devastating to see where Leeds were 3 years ago and where Newcastle were absolutely in the shitter. Yeah, 3 years ago they were in the mud, and Leeds were actually, you know, we were vying for European places. And fast forward 2 years, we're in the Championship, and they're beating PSG in the Champions League. Like, that is tough to take if you think about it like that. But, you know, you have to keep chugging. And you know what? Look at Villa as well. Look at what Villa are doing. And if Leeds had sacked Jesse Marsch when we were going to and brought in Unai Emery, that could be us right now, potentially. Listen, you know, we're living, we're living in fantasy land talking about all those things. But, you know, it would have been nice for Leeds to be up there, and hopefully we will. And have you guys heard the news, actually, while we are in this halftime break? You know, let me know what you guys think, who you guys would take off the pitch, who you guys would change around. But Leeds have apparently been really looking to pull the trigger on that that stadium expansion to 55,000 seats. Which is huge news. And it could be something that could potentially bolster the infrastructure to allow us to financially be in a position where we can stay in the Premier League year in, year out, and finally potentially start to push towards those European places, those illustrious European places. But that 55,000 seater stadium, which was meant to be done by 2024, so within a couple of weeks' time, has apparently been starting back up. But I do feel like they're kind of murmuring about it, but they're not actually going to do anything until Leeds are in the Premier League, hopefully, if and when we are in the Premier League, because I don't think they will make the financial risk of investing in creating a new stadium or an expanded stadium if Leeds are still in the Championship, because there's just no money in it. I said Unai Emery, back to you then. Yeah, I know you did. But the only reason I say Unai Emery is because they were actually going to do it. But then, Victor Orta, my boy, said, no, listen, you sacked Jesse Marsch, you sacked me, son. You know, I'm gone. So, you know, the club decided, you know what, we're going to keep him. We're going to back him, and we're going to back Jesse Marsch. And unfortunately, that turned out to not be the smartest of decisions. CM Punk is back in WWE. He is, man. He is. His promo yesterday was pretty decent, if I do say so myself. If anyone's watched Friday Night SmackDown yesterday, he cut a mean promo on the mic. Yeah, I'm happy to see him back. I don't want to see him take opportunities away from people like Cody Rhodes or LA Knight, though. I think they should be ahead of him in the pecking order in terms of, you know, Mania and all of that. But listen, I'm thrilled to have him back, mate. I was there on his last night at AEW at London. It was a privilege to see him in the flesh. Never heard of the Football League show with Manish Basheen. Oh, my days. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Oh, big old Manish, mate. Mate, it's been a hot minute since I've watched Manish. Does he still do it? Because I cannot lie to you, yeah. I watched Match of the Day when we were in the Prem. I don't watch EFL Quest. I'm gonna be real with you. I have ways of watching the highlights of all the games and watching the games anyway. I can find them online. I don't watch EFL on Quest, or whatever the new thing is right now. I don't know. It might be good, but I haven't watched it, so I haven't actually seen if Manish is still on there. Agree with your tunes. Agree with your tunes. Well, what can I say, mate? The name is Toon. That's the name. You know, everything about me should lean to the fact that I should be a Newcastle fan, innit? And my granddad's a Newcastle fan. He's always like, oh, you should be a Newcastle fan because my surname's Toon, you know. They're called the Toon Army, you know, up the Toon. And they play at St. James's Park. And I was named after St. James, hence my name being James. James Toon. James the Toon. You know, it would make a lot of sense for me to be a Newcastle fan. But, you know, luckily my dad had a bit of taste and he chose a beautiful club like Leeds. And I never looked back since. And speaking of James, they are showing James's goal again here. Look at the skill by Rutter. Holds off his man. Tries a fake Ronaldo chop. I think he butchers that a little bit. But the strength to hold off his man. Carry on his run. Picks out DJ. And, you know, for all that has been made of Dan James's lack of an end product over the past couple of years, he's really starting to slot the ball in the back of the net. And they're not all like easy finishes either. That was a beautiful finish through the legs. Side netting. Keeper has no chance. Dan James, I said it before, he's a confidence player. He's a typical confidence player. And, as they show you that Joel Porro free kick one more time. But he's a confidence player, is Dan James. You saw it. Every game he would score an early goal, he would always go on to have an absolute blinder. Like that Villa game a couple of years ago for Leeds, where he was just on an absolute tear. But it seems like now he's getting a bit of a streak of scoring. He's getting that taste for goals, and his confidence is really up, and he's playing so well. He is. I really didn't think I would see DJ play to this level. But boy, he's back. I might even get to see a game in person if the stadium gets expanded. And what should the stadium be called? The JT Stadium? No, it should be called Ellen Road. I would hate it if they renamed the stadium. I don't think they would. It's going to stay as Ellen Road because it's not a new stadium. What they're going to do is, I believe the East Stand is the one that they're planning to extend and raise up probably to a similar level of the West Stand. So it won't be a new name stadium or anything. They're not going to rebuild it. They're just going to extend one of the stands, basically like what they did with Anfield. So, no, thankfully, I think it would still be Ellen Road. And it would still be the same atmosphere of the stadium, just with a bit of extra height on one of the stands, which is perfect, because I don't want them to redo the infrastructure, because the stadium is perfect as it is. Can't wait for England to play Uruguay at Wembley with packed out Leeds fans screaming Bielsa. Oh shit, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Is that what a lot of people are talking about, going to that game? Inane, how ironic. I would love to go to a Leeds game soon as well, to be fair. I'd love to go. I need to go. It's been too long. I've been thinking about going, within the next month or so. Very, very heavily. Very heavily. I just fast forward the CM Punk. Really don't know what the fuss is about. You just fast forwarded past CM Punk. Are you crazy, mate? Are you crazy? I didn't see his first run in WWE. No Sky. Oh, you didn't see it? You haven't seen it, mate? Oh, mate, his first run in WWE was iconic, mate. It was iconic. It was iconic, mate. Yeah, he was my favorite. He was the guy who really brought back the big time in 2010, 2011 kind of time. It was starting to die off WWE a bit, and he brought it back. His big feud with John Cena and his title run after. He brought a lot of life into the scene. It was a great run. It was actually the first wrestling event I ever watched was Money in the Bank 2011 when he fought John Cena. That was my introduction to it, and what a feud to get introduced to. Even prefer AEW. I have no shame. I have to say, for me, no. For me, I like AEW. I went to AEW All In. I had fun. I enjoyed AEW All In. But in terms of the actual product, it's not on the same level. Like, the storytelling is just like, if you're talking in-ring work, okay, cool. The in-ring work is maybe comparable, or some people would say even slightly better. But if you're talking about the overall package, the entertainment value, the storytelling, they just don't have the same infrastructure. It's just not on the on the same level of WWE. Oh, I can't get rid of these hiccups. How do you get rid of hiccups? I've heard someone say you have to hold your breath. You have to hold your breath for like like a minute or something, and then apparently that's meant to stop the hiccups from being there. But I don't know. Doesn't sound very reliable to me. I want to see AJ Lee return. I think AJ Lee will return, to be honest. I think there's a high likelihood that AJ Lee will return. Maybe just even as like a managerial role, because obviously he cut that promo talking about AJ Lee and everything. Yeah? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, no, he cut that whole promo talking about AJ Lee, AJ Mendez, I think her name is, about potentially coming back. So I think she probably will, mate. Drink water upside down. Yeah, what a great idea, mate. How the fuck am I meant to do that? I remember reading about that when I was a kid as well. Yeah, what do you want me to do? A fucking headstand and funnel water in through like a dentist chair, you know? Drink water upside down, mate. What a ridiculous statement. I live with the Dons. That's who I live with. I live with the Mafia. I live with the Bronx Town Massive. You know, Al Capone. Yeah, Al Capone was actually my old roommate. You know, he changed him out. I had to move him out. You know, he was going a bit crazy. He kept doing all this funny business. There was a lot of narcotics around the house. He kept inviting these strange characters around. There was blood stains every week. You know, we had to move it on. It wasn't very, you know, efficacious. I'm trying to sit down and watch Leeds United. I'm always hearing a ruckus. I'm hearing, you know, didn't like to hear it. But you know, the members we got in there now, we got a good group with us. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. I agree. WWE is slicker, better camera work, and definitely the company people want to be in. But something gets lost from planning to ring action, in my opinion. Listen, no, I think the ring action's improving a lot though over recent times. But yeah, I mean, people do generally say that they find the in-ring work better at AEW, but no, I would say it's negligible difference if anything, and I prefer the style of WWE wrestling. No, Lamau, do you drink the water from the far lip of the cup? What do you mean the far lip of the cup? Alright, I've got a bottle here. Alright, it's empty. It's just an old bottle. I don't know what's doing lying there. How you meant to do this? So if I'm lying upside down, what? Like, but that's not upside down. That's not upside down. So how the hell are you meant to, like, if I'm upside down, that means my head is going down that way. So you then want me to pull the water bottle like that. Yeah, I don't know, mate. That just doesn't sound the most efficacious. I've done it a couple of times when I was doing crunches. Like full on upside down hang crunches, and I had a swig of water, but it's not not the best. But even maybe just talking about it is got rid of the hiccups, because I seem fine now. And speaking of fine, the second half has commenced. Leeds United have kicked off, and has my keyboard stopped working? Yes, it has. Brilliant. But you know what? We don't need a keyboard, because I can just manually do this myself, can't I? Oh no, let me just do that. Let me do that. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. It's all synced up. It is all synced up perfectly as Rutter plays the ball out to Kamara. Kamara drives down the line, flicks it in. Is he taking the ball off? Yeah, it has gone off for a throw-in. Hello, JT. Been listening to the match whilst moving rooms at uni. I'm moving all of my stuff over with a massive hangover, mate. It's the best way to do it. You're gonna be hungover. Why are you moving your room? That's my question. Why are you moving your room so in the middle of the year? Moving rooms. Yeah. What's going on? Are you still in the same halls? Moving rooms? Do you got a problem with your roommate? Do you need me to go sort someone out for you? You need me to go up to wherever your uni is and, sort out this dodgy roommate, causing you problems? What's going on, man? What's going on? Who have I got to sort out here? Who have I got to have a stern talking to? Talking to? Like Desmond. Desmond 2-2. Oh, beautiful strike, mate. Beautiful strike. With the armband on. Stop with these damn Phil Hay notifications, mate. They really grind my tits. Gray needs to play in his proper position, otherwise he's going to get typecasted as a defender. I like the way you're thinking. I am inclined to agree with you. The question is, his natural position is obviously central midfield. Who do you drop? Kamara, for me, right now has made himself undroppable. So are you sitting there in a position and telling me you want to drop Ethan Ampadu? To play Archie Gray consistently in the centre of the park? It's interesting, mate. Because, listen, he started off actually pretty well, Archie Gray, this season, and even pre-season a little bit. But there just isn't really the place for him right now in the centre of the park. Hence why it's probably good at least he's getting some sort of game time, even if it's not in his favourite position. But do you sacrifice a bit of our play right now and take one of our informed midfielders off for the chance of developing Archie Gray, because he'll probably exceed both of them in a couple of years with his potential ceiling? Or do you just sit there and say, listen, no, we gotta keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This midfield has been absolutely banging for Leeds. Leeds have been on form recently. Aside from giving away that stupid Rotherham game, we've been on fire the past couple of months. Lean forward, mate. AEW is a flash in the pan. Ooh, that is rough. That is rough. I don't know if I would go that far. I think that might be a little bit too harsh, but yeah. I can kind of see where you come from here. Are you a fan of The Sopranos? Yes. I'm a big fan of The Sopranos. One of the greatest box set series of all time. Oof. Oh, probably the first iconic box set series, I'd say. Even Ricky Gervais says, he looks at it as the pinnacle of, what a series should be, because it was the first. The first of its kind, really. Archie has done well as a right back, but I do think his best attributes suit him to being a central midfielder, and he needs game time there, of course. And this is what I'm saying. I agree with that, and I think he's got a higher ceiling than any other midfielder we have. But the place where it gets interesting, and that's a Penrith! What? You're calling a tie? Oh, he's called offside. That is ridiculous, ref. Oh, I can't believe it, man. That is criminal. That is bloody criminal, mate. You absolute scoundrel of a referee. That is scandalous. But yeah, the thing is, I don't know how he gets into the centre of the park with how well the other two are playing right now. That's the tough thing. Even though, like I said, his ceiling and potential is probably a lot higher than both of them. Even though Ampadu is still quite young and still has potential to grow. I'm sure Archie Gray wants to follow in Eddie and Frank's footsteps. He can't do that from playing as a defender, but he has played well in that position. He's served himself decently in that position, and I guess maybe we'll start to see him get more opportunity in the centre of the park if and when Jed Spence can get himself fit and firing on all cylinders. I think that's the point where you potentially see Archie Gray have more options in the centre of the park because, you know what, I've been neglecting the other big side of the argument. One of the sides is, listen, the other players have all been playing very well in that position, but the other question is, who else are we going to put at right back if we do have to take him out of the side? Who else are we going to put in there at right back? That's the question. And my gaffer is calling me right now. My gaffer is on the phone. I've just had to let that go to voicemail there for a second there. What does he want? Does he want to know if the star number 9 is going to be there tomorrow? Unfortunately, no, I will not be because I cannot play tomorrow. Gotta go to the church. Not sure what would happen to him if we went up. Doubt he would be Prem ready next season. Oh, we'd have to keep him, mate. Listen, Liverpool are talking about spending 45-50 million for him. They are a Premier League side. So if they think he's Prem ready, he's Prem ready. Okay? 50 million, I think we hold out. Even if they offer 50 million and we go up. And I think potentially, keep him in and around the fold, give him some game time in the centre of the park. And I think someone like Archie Gray is someone who will rise to the level of the opposition. I think he is someone that, if you put in against Premier League sides, would arguably do better than maybe Kamara or Ampadu. I think those two are very well suited to this league, and I think you can see the quality they have outshines this league. But if you're talking about someone who can rise to their level and really has scope to develop, that is Archie Gray. So if we go up, I think you see the best of Archie Gray. I really do. Are Leeds in the top 2 yet? No, we are not. We're not in the top 2. We're still chasing them down, mate. Still chasing them down. Although this result so far is a good way of chasing them. Just keep picking up wins. That's all that matters. Just keep chugging along those wins. www, mate. Just like a search browser. Keep him 100%, but would he need a loan or something for experience? No, I don't think he will. Listen, this is his loan. He's in the championship, mate. He's in the championship. This is his loan time to get game time to develop. I don't think we loan him out. Listen, how many players have we said that with? Oh, we love them. They're great. Let's just send them out on loan for a year, give them time to develop and get them back, and things will be good. And how many has that worked out with? Zero. There is not a single player the past few years out of all these talented youngsters that we've had, that we've sent out on loan, that has come back to us and has done well, that has offered anything to us. All that we've done when we've loaned these players out is just get rid of them. And they either just haven't developed or they felt more comfortable in another side. And we've left them go and Rutter! Oh, we got the free kick at least. Have they called an offside against Rutter and not given us a free kick? Because that is fucking disgraceful. Hang on a second, mate. Somerville has just chopped through 3-4 plays. That is a dirty foul! That's a foul and you're giving the offside instead. That is criminal. I'm sorry, that is criminal. Dan James, Just joined who scored. What, Dan James scored. Dan James question mark as well, if you're talking about the lone player. Alright. I wasn't thinking of Dan James, kind of, but it's different because first of all, we loaned him out to a Premier League side. We didn't loan him out to like a Championship or League One side to get himself some game time. We loaned him out to a Premier League side. Had we still been in the Premier League, we wouldn't have taken him back. Furthermore, did he light up any trees at Fulham? No. Perot! Shoot, man! Shoot! Did he light up any trees or put up any trees at Fulham? No. And I think it's just the step down to the Championship that's really suited Dan James. Do I think he improved his game or developed from going out on loan? No. I think he'd be in the same position now if he was at Leeds the whole time. I don't think him going out on loan helped. So that is the caveat I would say to that. Although you are right, we did loan him out and bring him back, and he is now doing well for Leeds. So that does go against what I originally said. But I do think it is. There is a caveat to it. But listen, I don't mind us loaning out certain players, but it hasn't worked out for us yet. We tried it with Paveda. He had too many injuries while he was over there. Actually, I believe he went to Blackburn, didn't he, as well? I think he was at Blackburn for a bit. But he had too many injuries, Paveda, and it just never really worked for him. Yeah, he plays, he looks like he's improved a little bit now. But, we haven't really got much out of that whole transition. Same with Cresswell. We loaned him out. What have we really got out of that situation? Greenwood, we've loaned him out. Only time will tell. Gelhard, we loaned out. Haven't got anything out of that situation. We've done it with a few guys and it hasn't really worked out. As Blackburn ricochet the ball into the side of the net. Oh, play it down. Sourceville. Oh, get in there, Sourceville, mate. Get in there, Sourceville. One up Palace. Penalty to Crystal Palace. Who are Palace playing? Liverpool. Oh, they are. They're leading Liverpool. Jean Mateta converting from the spot. Cody Gakpo now coming on for Ryan Gravenberch for Liverpool. And that is not a good sign for the best defence in the league. They've conceded first. And Palace could be cooking. Wow. Their players are all on stinky match ratings, but they're winning the game. Oh, Liverpool's defence on high match ratings, though, but they shouldn't be anymore because they just conceded. Darwizzy on a 3.8. Aha, one of my Pro Direct parcels came. I think I finally my Astro boots, my Astro Tough, Come on, 30 minutes left of action. I do have to say, I would feel a little bit more confident if Leeds weren't only leading by 1-0. I feel a little bit more confident if we had a 2-goal lead. And we might get one here. Somerville cuts it back. JP7 to JT7, and it's Rutter. He's still going. He's cutting in. He's cutting out, and it's nowhere. Oh, come on. The final ball, the final bit of magic. El Mago, Pablo Hernandez. You know, you just need a player like that to just pick the ball up, look up, have a better composure, and just pick his place. Is it Bambi time yet? Listen, if it will be, if he puts Bamford on with Rutter. I don't know why. It doesn't get anything out of Bamford, and it doesn't get anything out of Rutter when you don't play them together. Put them on the pitch together at the same time and watch the magic commence. I'm telling you. If he puts him on with Perot, Bamford probably ain't going to do jack diddly squat. And that's not even me going at Perot like potentially maybe I have in the past. I like Perot. He's growing on me. But it just doesn't work with those two together, Bamford and Perot together personally. So if you're going to put Bamford on, you've got to keep Rutter on, in my opinion. It is a humble opinion, but it's an opinion nonetheless. Is this a bit too dark, by the way? Sorry. I know what I can do to make that potentially brighter or better for you. Hopefully that's good now. Hopefully that's Gucci. Adaducci. Are there any Blackburn fans there? Can't hear them at all. Basically, no. Their stadium looks half empty to me. It looks half empty to me. Their stadium looks half empty to me. Paddy's got a bad hair day. I haven't seen him today. I haven't seen his bad hair day. I mean, I'm not sure about the whole, it's completely bleach blonde look. It's an intriguing look nonetheless. Yeah, he's not on the bench today. He's not, no. I don't know if he's travelled with the squad though. I don't know if he's in the stadium or not. That I do not know. But yeah, he's not on the bench. Go on, Perot. Perot with the press. Perot with the press. Call him Press Master Perot. Wow. I never thought I'd see the day. Big JP7 running down the back line. That is crazy, man. I know on the bench we do have Carl Darlow, Ilya Gruev, Liam Cooper, Joe Gelhard, Wilfried Nonto, Matteo Joseph, Jamie Shackleton, Jed Spence, and Jaden Anthony. I would like to see Jed Spence get a bit of action, but I don't think we will, unfortunately. But it would be nice to see good old Jeddy Spency get himself in the mix a bit. Bring on Joseph. Now, mate, I'd rather bring on... Oh, we don't have Bamford. Yeah. Yeah, nah. I don't think Joseph offers any more than Perot or Rutter, to be honest with you. Maybe Gelhard. Maybe give Gelhard a little bit of a run. Or maybe put Wilfried Nonto up front. That's what I would say. Probably snap both his legs again. Hopefully not. Not the game for Jed. Why not? I mean, we are under the cosh a little bit. Okay, maybe it's not the best time to put him on. Maybe like last week was. Maybe it's not quite as good an opportunity as that. But I still think it's a good time to, bring him on. I don't think there's anything too pressing as to why he shouldn't be brought on. Byram flicks the ball around in his hand. Open palm. Little throw. Little cute throw. Oh, touch it down. Shimmies across. Plays the ball forward. Inches. Nonto's too little. No, he's not. How dare you? There's no such thing. No such thing in the beautiful game of football. Look at this. Our best player is similar height to him. Chris Orskio Somerville. So, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I know what you mean. He's not a fucking target man. He's not going to hold up the ball, but I think he'd still offer more than Joseph would up front, if I'm being honest. And he's played up front for him before. He's played up front for Italy as well. Only 1-0 up could easily go bad for him. True, but it could easily go great for him. Speaking of fullbacks, it seems like the other fullback is the one that's going to come off. Sam Byram is on the floor. Is Fark aware that subs can be made before the 80th minute? Yeah, he is, mate. He's aware that they can be made on the 70th minute, because that's when he makes all his fucking decisions, man. Tell me about it. Why does he... And this is the thing. He waits to the 70th minute, and then he makes like 3 or 4 changes at once. Why not just drip feed the changes in? A change here, a change there, a change there, a change there. You know, bring a guy on in the 45th minute. Bring a guy on in the 50th minute. Bring a guy on in the 60th minute. Bring a guy on in the 70th minute. And then see if it works. Oh, that's not working. Okay, I can change this around. I don't have to make one huge drastic change and just try and shock the other side. He's like 5'5", right? 5'6", I believe. 5'6", I believe. Maybe one's 5'5", one's 5'6". And maybe Nonto's 5'5". Somerville's 5'6". That would sound about right. I'm 90% sure Somerville is 5'6", so. Go on. Don't let him get the crossing. If you let him get the crossing, I will slap you in the face. Woo! Big header out. As we hit 14 hole. God damn. Likes, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're looking from. Unless you 14 source demons are absolute living legends. So love to all of you guys. And love to everybody in here. And love to Leeds United. Put on ones in the chat if you have the faith. You can feel the rhythm, you can feel the rhyme, and you want to get on up like it's bobsleigh time, because you can see Leeds cruising towards a victory. Even though Blackburn have had a little bit of a success over the past couple of minutes. Probably even more than that. They've had a lot of success recently. It was they blazed that one over the bar. But no crazily clear-cut chances. But they've been getting the ball in around the box. A couple of crosses in. Couple of headers over the bar. Now they've had a couple of chances like that. And here is Wilfred Gnonto, by the way. And he's making it before the 70th minute. 1 minute before the 70th minute, mind you. But still before. And it is DJ at the disco. He's going to be spending time at the disco. Because he is coming off the pitch now. And I believe he would have gone for his customary double change if Bamford was there to bring on. Because he always seems to put 70th minute, Gnonto and Bamford onto the pitch. Oh, who's this? Is this Jed Spence? It is Jed Spence. Who's he coming on for? He's coming on for Sammy Byram, who's pulled up injured. I was correct in saying that he pulled up injured. And it is Jed Spence. In a beautiful pink kit, ready to rumble. Let's see what he can do. Is he going to play left back? I think he is. He is running on to left back. Okay, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. And he is left, he's predominantly very much a one-footed player. So this side might actually suit him more. Oh, Rutter touches it down beautifully. Finds Somerville. It's a slightly heavy ball, but Somerville finds the ball still. Gives it back to Jed Spence. Can he score instantly? Drives down the line. Oh, he's kind of stumbled over himself there a little bit there. Kamara back to Spence. Go on, son. Oh, no, he's flicking it with his right foot all over the gaff, mate. Use your left foot, Spence. Gnonto. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely touch, Perot. All the hard work, mate. All the hard work done. Oh, mate, we got so many saucy players here. Jed Spence. Jorginho Rutter. Crissorcio Somerville. Wilfred Gnonto. There is a lot of sauce demons on that pitch, man. Just the skill, the drop of the shoulder, the shimmies, the step. Oh, look at it. And that should be a corner. For a winger, probably. It can be. Being short can be useful for a winger, so can being tall. The thing that being short is useful for, like, it depends. Like, okay, it's probably more effective for a lot of players to be, average height, 5'8", 5'9", kind of height for a man playing football, because you get a nice lower center of gravity, you get tighter on the ball. But then again, being taller, you probably get a longer, you could probably have a faster top speed sprint, bit more strength to you, bit more physicality. You can hold up the ball, probably be better aerially. So, it depends. But as a winger, yeah, I think there is a sweet spot. Not necessarily quite as short as Somerville or Nonto, maybe slightly taller than that. But yeah, it's one of the better positions to play if you are shorter, which is why when I was a kid and I was younger, that's why I always played, was on the wing. But yeah, because you have that low center of gravity, you have the agility, it's a lot harder to get the ball off you while you're dribbling. You can cut in, cut out, and it's like Lionel Messi. It's one of the reasons why it's so hard to tackle him, is because even if you push him, even if you clatter him, he's got so much balance and such a great low center of gravity that he's impossible to knock over. Like, if someone's taller and gangly and lanky, kind of like the dimensions a bit of Jed Spence. He's not the perfect example of that, but, more of a gangly kind of player. Then, you shrug them off once, and it's more likely going to affect and disturb their balance, which is going to cause more problems. And Joel Perreault's running. He's got Jed Spence and Somerville to his side. He finds Nonto instead, and it's saved! Oh, I don't know if he should have gone for the cross there, because he had Spence making a storming run forward to try and get involved there. I love that from Spence. But Nonto instead goes for the it was deflected. And I think it was tipped onto the crossbar as well. It was! Oh! Deflected off the defender. The keeper just gets a reflection hand to it. And it is tipped onto the crossbar. I'm comparing myself to Messi. What can I say, mate? 2 peas in a pod. Oh. Aww. Go on, Nonto. Finds Kamara to Sourceville. Oh, Perreault! Put it in the back of the net, man. Oh, JP7, man. Yeah, I would say I'm especially if you watch my footballing ability, spitting image of Leo Messi, actually. Absolute spitting image, I would say. Yeah, by far. I actually taught him a thing or two about his walking style, about how it allows him to see what's going on the pitch more, make better informed decisions. I inspired a lot of Messi's play. I really did. Go on. Drive it forward, drive it forward, drive it forward. Oh, lovely play. Somerville's in! Oh, what a piece of sauce from the sauce demon, Chris Saucio Sauceville the third. Oh, that is classy. More classy than your local secondary school. The build-up play, the 1-2s, the give, the go, the zig and the zag. And then it's a perfectly timed run by Somerville. You're looking at him. The keeper's closing him down. How's he going to finish from there? The angle is tighter than a Tory's pockets. But he's gone with the outside of his right foot. And he's dinged it over the keeper. What a finish, mate. What a finish. Oh, that is orgasmic stuff by the best player in world football right now, Crissorcio Somerville. And I believe that was Archie Gray with the assist. The play there, the little triangle give and go, Gray to Rutter. Rutter, first time back to Gray. Gray pings the ball first time to Somerville. That is a beautifully worked goal and a great finish, mate. I mean, listen, if we're going to be critical, he should be using his left foot from that position. I thought he was going to squander it because he was so reluctant to use his left foot. But when you're slotted like that anyway, it does not matter. There we go. That's comfortable. Leeds have got this win in the back of the net. Now we can all relax. We can all relax, boys. Woo! Was Ruttaldinho involved? Ruttaldinho. Yes, he was, mate. Yes, he was. As per. It was Archie Gray. Plays the ball to Nonto. Gets it back. Drives forward. Gives the ball to Rutter. Rutter back to Gray. Gray with the outside of his right foot to Somerville. Somerville with the outside of his right foot to the back of the net. That was all Archie Gray who made that there. That was all Archie Gray. What a bit of play, mate. And we were speaking a lot about Archie Gray earlier. That is the quality that he does have. And potentially this quality could show more from central midfield. But there you go. That's what he needs to do more of. He gets the ball at right back. He drives inside diagonally, comes forward, and he's in the centre of the park by the time he plays the ball across. You know, get himself hungry to be involved in that midfield action, even from right back. You know, the same way Fabian Delph did for City under Guardiola that year, where he was playing left back and he was coming into central midfield, and he was phenomenal for them. That's what Archie Gray needs to try and do here. Who did Nonto come on for? He came on for DJ, Dan James. Oh, this is comfortable. Let me check the other scores on the doors. What are the other scores saying right about now? Let's see. Leicester still... Not Leicester aren't playing, sorry. Liverpool still losing. West Brom are losing to Sunderland. Wow. Dan Ballard with the goal. Alex Pritchard with the assist. Sunderland 1. West Bromwich Albion 0. Woo. Leicester playing Plymouth Argyle later. Hopefully Plymouth can Argyle them up. Argyle Chester. Swansea, Rotherham, and who are... Ipswich are playing Middlesbrough away. 1-1 Palace, is it? 1-1 Palace? Oh, it is 1-1 Palace. And it's right this second, as I said it, Liverpool have equalised. And Jordan Ayew's just got himself sent off. Wow. Jordan Ayew's second yellow card in 15 minutes. He got himself sent off. And 1 minute later, Curtis Jones assist, Mo Salah goal. Bohum Stein, my boy. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Well, guys, I can comfortably go for a nap now. Have a good weekend. Oh, have a good weekend yourself. Thank you so much for coming down, Joe. I'm sure you're going to want to miss Leeds crushing in a couple more goals, though. That's the question, mate. This is the game where we really get our goal difference going. We start to put some serious goals into the back of the net. Leeds are readying a change. It isn't the most exciting one. It is Ilya Gruev coming on, which teams like Leeds are going to try and just hold off and keep what we got. Maybe try and nick another goal. We'll see. We will see. Time will tell. Look in my eyes, what do you see? I'm the cult of Dan James reality. I know your anger, I see your dreams. I'm a smiling face on your TV. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. 80th minute and 48 seconds on the clock. 9 minutes left for Leeds to hold out, plus Probably a limited amount of stoppage time. I would say 3 minutes if I was going to throw a goosey gander at it. Blackburn with the corner, though. Don't let it in. Oh! What a save! Gordon Banks by Elan Melier. What a beautiful save. We're talking about Elan Melier earlier. What do you make of him? Well, if he keeps on pulling out saves like that, I'll make big things of him. Beautiful save. It's going away from him. Yes, he probably should be saving it. It's not completely in the corner, but the ball's coming away from him. It was pulled back. It came back to him in his bad direction, and he made a wonderful save. And have they given a free kick or something? Because for some reason the ball is back in Blackburn's half, with Blackburn having the ball, despite the fact they potentially should have just got a corner there. I'm a little bit confuzzled as to how that happened. But, alas, that is another minute of the game gone. Good as gone. Go on, Cree. Yes. Ref? Ref! He's fouled him! He's fouled him, ref! Oh, my days. If they score now, that is a disgrace to the sport. No, that's not a pen. Never. Get up, you dosser. You absolute clown. Oh, my days. Get it out. You donkeys. This is skid mark defending. Absolute skid mark defending, mate. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Wow. W-O-W. W-W dot. That's a bit old. See, this is what happens when Joe goes for a nap. Yeah, Joe goes for a nap and Leeds start getting put under the cosh, mate. We need you back, mate. We need you back. You sacked it off when the boys needed you. Who's this coming on? It is Jaden Anthony for Crissorcio Sauceville. Was just whispered in Nanto's here. Whispered some sweet nothings. I'll be intrigued to see what he says. But it is another game. Another goal for Somerville, another game, and another DJ Somerville piece of magic. Both of them getting themselves on the score sheet again today. It's starting to become a bit of a common thing. But now he has been brought off for Jaden Anthony. Jaden Anthony, 6 minutes to prove yourself. You know what? I want you to prove yourself. I've been critical of your performances this year. I don't think you've offered too much. But off the bench, sometimes you do look a bit sharper, a bit more improved. Like you have something to offer. So, you know what? I'm intrigued to see it, mate. Show me what you got. Show me your moves, mate. Uh-oh. Not like this, mate. Oh, Ethan Ampadu. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, close. Inches, Jezza. Inches, Jezza. 5 minutes left of action. How are we guys feeling? How confident are you feeling? Because I'm feeling pretty relaxed, if I'm being honest with you. I would like us to get another goal, though. I would like us to get a goal just for goal difference sake. I want to bring up the table, but every time I bring up the table, it's bad luck. Leeds end up like doing something stupid and throwing away results. So I'm not going to bring up the table until it is the 90th minute, and it is beyond all reasonable doubt that Leeds can concede. I will be 2 seconds, by the way. I do need to quickly just grab a bottle of water. I'll literally be 2 seconds, and Leeds are not going to concede. Look, watch this timing, yeah? 85, 55. I'm going to go at the end of this attack. Blackburn coming forward here. Jed Spence leaves the ball. They kick off, and it's a goal kick. 86th minute. I'll be back in literally 20 seconds. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, boys. Oh, what a foul. Joe Rodon. I love to see it, mate. Love to see it. 1-1 Palace. I see a third coming in the bag, mate. This is in the bag like George. George Bags, that is. In the bag. Easy, mate. Easy. You could say we've got this result locked in. Oh, bloody hell. What a god. Leeds making another double change. Gruev is coming on. But for who, Kamara? Watch Ipswich lose. Another nice and relaxed Saturday afternoon. Incoming. Shall I shop? Shall I watch Ipswich lose? Might just get hammered. Why not all three, mate? Why not all three? Why not do some online shopping whilst watching Ipswich lose, whilst having a few bevs, mate? Why not do the triple threat? That's what I say, mate. I say you do all three. Nice to see you, though, Chris, mate. Lovely to see you. What are your thoughts on the game so far? And Joseph is on. Joseph is on. It is a double change, and that is Jorginho Rutter coming off the pitch for Joseph. Joseph and Gruev on for Rutter and Perot. Leeds trying to hold out the game now, and Joseph tries to hold out the man, and he falls over. You know what? I haven't been too convinced on Joseph before. You know, I haven't been, probably the one calling for him to start too badly, but looking at that new trim, he's looking a bit sharp. That it's funny how appearance changes everything, isn't it? I'm looking at him in that trim now, and he looks like a bit of a naughty player, you know what I mean? Someone with a bit of technical ability. It looks like a prime Richarlison, R9 Richarlison. Okay, then you bent me. You bent me on. Loving this match again, mate. Another great match. I gotta agree with you, mate. King Joseph. A lot of people got a lot of love for Joseph. Funny how no one really has that same kind of love for Joe Gelhardt, even though Gelhardt has done more for Leeds than Joseph has. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? 7 minutes stoppage time. Fox lapping it up, mate. And those Blackburn fans are already funneling out. They got 7 minutes left, and they're still funneling out. It hasn't affected them. They don't care how much time they have left. That's over half their stadium that's empty. Wow. But yeah, weird to say, I thought, and a lot of people thought Gelhardt was going to be the real deal. He was, when he first broke through in the Premier League, even first game against Wolves, he looked like the real deal. That assist against Brighton to keep us up 2 games from the end of the season. where he rainbow flicked it over Cucurella and dinked it back 6 to Stroik, you know? This was a serious boy. Shame to see what's happened with him. And by what's happened, I mean nothing. Go on, my son. Swing it in. Swingers. Swingers. Ball's too heavy for Joseph there. Too much gumption on it, mate. Need to relax a little bit there. Need to calm it down, mate. As Jed Spence throws it back. Jed Spence hasn't really been involved too much today. But he is playing in a probably an unnatural, less natural position for him. And he isn't 100% fit. So only time will tell how Jed Spence will perform. Lovely little hold-up play there, Joseph. And a bit of pressing. And a bit of pressing in there. Bit of pressing. Been a while since I've seen a press like that from up top from Leeds. Press master Perot wasn't quite, pressing enough like that. That is beautiful stuff. And he's earned us a free kick. You know, I'm starting to like this Joseph guy. I'm starting to like him. I'm starting to dig him. I'd like to see Joseph and Perot together almost. I mean, not Perot, sorry, Rutter. Oh. Whoa! Ref! That's off! I mean, that's not off. 7,000 plus from Leeds again. Have we brought 7,000? I know we've got a whole of their stand. We've probably almost got the same amount of fans as them in the stadium then. The attendance is 20,000. Wow. That sounds fudge to me. That does not look like 20,000 people. Maybe 20,000 people have tickets. But there's no way there's 20,000 people in that stadium. No way. Go on, J-Boy. J-Boy Spence. John Crawford, mate. John Crawford, my boy. Where the hell have you been, mate? I've been here. I've been here on the channel, mate. Every match week we're here, baby. Every match week we've been here. John Crawford, man. Wow. Nice to see you, bro. Lovely to see ya. Always get good allocation there. Oh, yeah. Well, because look, damn right we get a good allocation. Look how many fucking empty seats they have. We deserve the allocation. At least we fill it up. Not even our stadium will fill it up. They sold us 20,000 away tickets. We would probably send 20,000 away fans. This is their home ground. It's poor. You know, this is a big game. This is Leeds United. You should be selling out more than that. It is the 95th minute of action. Leeds have a 2-goal lead. So I think it's safe to say, no matter what I do, Leeds will win here. So I am going to pull up the live table just so I can see here. Let me just quickly have a goosey gander over the other result. It is 2-1 Liverpool now. In the 94th. Wow. Harvey Elliott scoring in the 91st minute. A Mo Salah assist this time. Oh my days. Blackburn almost scoring as I load up the table. And Sunderland beating Stoke. Beating West Brom 2-1. But West Brom have scored in the 86th minute to try and pull it back a little bit. Still 2-1 in that game, though. So if we do check the score center real quick. Leeds are now 4 points off of Ipswich. If Ipswich lose, Leeds could start to close that gap. Same with Leicester, only 5 points behind them now. Southampton, 4 points behind us. Could do with Southampton losing. West Brom now 9 points behind us, the way things stand. If things stay the way they are, with West Brom losing. Sunderland, 11 points behind. Starting to close that gap a little bit. Starting to close it. Come on, Leeds. Let's keep these wins coming, man. Let's keep these wins coming, boys. Woo! Are you eating flaming hot Cheetos? No, I'm not. I'm eating bacon, mate. Eating bacon. Beans and bacon. But yeah, no, I got some paprika Cheetos. You know, I would love to eat flaming hot Cheetos because they look so peng. But they say might contain peanut paste. So I can't eat them. It's annoying. Because all the Cheetos are like imported from weird places. It's annoying because I'd like to try them. Because they look really tasty. And you know I like my flaming hot food. And that is it. That is full time. Chris Saucio Sauceville with the goal. Dan James with the other. And it is Leeds United 2. Blackburn Rovers 0. What a game. What a win. Another crushing victory for Leeds United. How do you guys feel, mate? The curse has been broken. Magic. Oh, mate, I was thinking about it the whole time. You put a bet on, and for the first time, you've put a bet on Leeds, and Leeds haven't lost. It's actually incredible. Incredible to even think about that. Because you've cursed pretty much every single winnable match we should have. Stoke, I'm pretty sure you bet on Leeds to win. And I'm pretty sure you then decided, no, I'm not going to do that for ages. And then decided to bet on us to beat Rotherham. And we went and blew that one away as well. So, thankfully, today is not one of those days. And we're starting to close the gap. Come on, I really want to get back in the Premier League. I'm starting to really miss that old place. I'm starting to really miss it. Come on. This is it. This is Leeds' push back to the big time. Back to the big time. Another win. Another match. Archie Gray having a couple of words with Fark. Hopefully Fark is, giving him his praises and his plaudits that he deserves for what was a beautiful piece of work in that goal. Mate. Most excellent indeed, mate. Most excellent indeed, Cal-El. Hirochi. Been emotional yet again, bro. Take care, brother James. Allow all Leeds away. Chris Thompson, my man. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love from everyone here. I appreciate the 5-bomb from Joe. I appreciate everything from all of you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure as always watching it a game with you guys, as it always is. But I'm going to go and rewatch the game quickly and record my breakdown. So if you do want to watch that and you do want to share some opinions with me on the game, on everything, then we will have a little talk there. My man of the match for me, if you're going to press me to give one in the first half, I would have said DJ. Archie Gray, I like the play he had for the goal. I think Archie Gray's in the conversation. I can't look past Somerville. I cannot look past Somerville. Listen, I'm gonna watch it again. I might have a different opinion, but right now on first opinions, I liked Archie Gray. I thought Kamara played very well in the middle of the park again. I have to give plaudits to Kamara, but I can't look past Crescencio Somerville. Somerville is the guy I'm going to give man of the match to on immediate reaction. But let me know what you guys think anyway. Cheers, JT Boamista, my man. Thank you guys so much for coming along. It's been a pleasure watching it with you guys. I will see you guys very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.